Hey folks, Charlie Sims here. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a lovely day and thank you for joining me for a speed build. And today we are going to be building a tiny house. We're going to be building like a tiny loft kind of caravan conversion. I saw it on a YouTube channel called Living Big in a Tiny Home. I think that's what it's called. And basically the host is from New Zealand and he kind of goes around Australia, New Zealand, just having a look at people's homes. They basically give them a tour and they show this New Zealand host all of the really cool like storage that they've got in their home, and yeah, like all of their loft spaces, and yeah, just how they've made the use of the space basically. And it is really impressive. Some people are living in some absolutely gorgeous tiny homes that just feel surprisingly spacious. And yeah, so I watched one episode the other day and I thought, okay, I'm going to try and build that in The Sims. It had like a loft bedroom, so I thought it would be like a little bit of a challenge. And obviously we have like the tiny challenge that I love. Yeah, just really enjoy making tiny homes. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. I will actually show you a photo of that now so you know what we're working towards. So yeah, it's like it's a house on wheels basically, and I think I've captured that with the van at the front, and then I was using the foundation to lift that up, and then just a lot of the tool mod to lift these things up. And yeah, and then I used a cheat, and that meant that I got, I think it's literally BB show hidden objects, but I have the Twisted Mex's catalogue, a better build and buy mode, so I already have that foundation when I filter by debug, I believe, or hidden objects. But anyway, the foundation is basically see-through, so that was perfect for creating this kind of illusion of a bit of the house on top of the car. I think it worked, and yeah, I really do recommend checking out that Twisted Mex's mod if you're on the PC. Basically means you can search for debug, you can filter by debug, and you've just got the debug catalog. Like if you want it, the coolest thing is definitely the search, and also the catalog is like really cool. So if you've got debug clicked and in the product catalog, and then you go into trees, you will actually see debug trees, which I think is really cool. And as you can see, I'm just adding some, like, I wanted to add the illusion of a bit of storage at the front here. So yeah, by the bed, there's just some like boxes and some plants. And now we're kind of making a tin roof for it as well. And like this kind of worked, I'm not really sure. But yeah, and actually the other thing before I forget about Twisted Mex's catalogue that is really cool is that you can actually use the tooltip. So normally when you're using the debug, just like the show hidden objects cheat or the show live edit objects cheat, I haven't wrote that in so long because I've got this mod now. But yeah, when you use that, you can't use the tooltip to like duplicate a debug object you've got out. And I don't know about you, but it takes me so long to look through that debug like catalog that it's really annoying that you can't like just kind of tooltip it and like duplicate. It's not called a tooltip, is it? But you can't like kind of duplicate that object that you've just spent ages looking for and you've pulled out. Yeah, quite annoying. But yeah, I'm just doing like a little porch at the back here, basically just duplicating what I saw in tiny homes, living big in tiny homes. But yeah, this was a fun challenge. I'm on a little bit of a tiny home spree at the moment, so if you see a few more on the channel, that is why. Just really been enjoying them lately, just been enjoying doing them, enjoying editing them. Sometimes when you make a 6-bedroom home, it just takes far too long. And yeah, I've recently moved home and I've got a new job, so I'm just super busy. So yeah, it's quite nice to do these little builds. Because yeah, I do really want to get content out. I'm conscious that I've been not as regular as usual on getting the content out, but hopefully I'll get a bit more into like a routine, and then I can get some more content out. And of course, the new game pack came out yesterday. Not the new game pack. The new game pack trailer came out yesterday. Yeah, and super excited for that. I think I will be building a lot when that comes out, because some of the furniture, sectional sofas, it just looks amazing. If you're from the future, I'm referring to the game designer, the interior designer career that we're getting as a game pack. Yeah, quite looking forward to that. I think that will definitely inspire me to do some furnishings, do some flats with that. And of course, I've literally just downloaded it. I've downloaded the Moroccan kit. It's not called a Moroccan kit. I don't know what it's called, to be honest. Courtyard Oasis. Yeah, possibly the Courtyard Oasis. Yeah, I've just downloaded that, and I'm gonna do I'm thinking of doing a tiny build in that kind of Moroccan style. That kind of, I don't know, Spanish Moors style. I think when I've visited some Moorish palaces, those tiles are very, very similar to that. So yeah, I think it's really cool that they've brought those influences into the game. Very different, and I'm really looking forward to making a tiny house with that. If I can, obviously it's going to have a courtyard. So it's going to be small, it's going to be cute, but I don't know whether it will satisfy the tiny home requirements. This does, as far as I know. I think it might be... I can't remember. I will make sure I get those details, and I will put them in the description down below. It's either a 32 or a 64, and I'm only saying that because I'm looking at that shed thinking, has that put it over the range a little bit for the 32. But right now, I'll show you another picture. This is what I'm duplicating at the moment. Yeah, I don't really know what it is. I guess somewhere to put the bins or something. So I thought I don't even think I put the bins there. But yeah, and then there's also this thing at the front that I tilt with the tool mod. I tilt it wrong a few times. I'm still getting used to the tool mod, and angles in general. I was never good at angles at school. Look at me, it's we get it right soon. I know it's painful watching me use the tool mod. It's really painful. Does anybody else struggle with the tool mod as much as me? Some people are absolute whizzes with the tool mod, but I can't find a good tutorial on angles. And I don't know whether I've got the most recent update of the tool mod actually, because I have seen some people use some different functionality of the tool mod. So but anyway, we're on to the floor plan, and also, if you were wondering, that bed does not work. So we end up later changing that. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you. It's not going to be a big surprise. Basically, I make that work using a bunk bed. So you can kind of if you haven't already, you can raise some foundation and put a bunk bed over that foundation so that the bunk bed looks like a lofted bed, because it hasn't got the underneath, because it's foundation. I'll show platform. I'll show you later. So because we use a single bunk bed, we do actually end up having a little bit more room, and I'm so happy now that we've got bunk beds that I can finally do truly a lofted bedroom, which as soon as I saw platforms, I was really hoping that this was the time for me to do lofted bedrooms, but it didn't happen because they're a little bit buggy, and then the height thing. But the bunk beds, because and the Sims crawl into the bunk beds, they are perfect. And yeah, I'm just super happy by this. I mean, not right now, this is non-functional, but soon we make it functional. And yeah, just super happy I've finally been able to do that. I was gutted when we couldn't do it in platform, even though platforms were really cool. It was just one of the first things I wanted to do. But yeah, it wasn't even the first thing I tried with bunk beds. I was just doing like a kid's room with bunk beds, but yeah, this is what I've wanted to do for ages. And then sectionals are coming soon. Oh, it's just perfect. I'm not going to be able to stop playing this game soon. Yeah, in build mode. So yeah, really excited for that. The only thing, and I mean, let me know if you disagree. We can disagree. Like, that's fine. I'm not going to take it personally. This is me getting the bunk bed out and kind of like there you go. I lower it onto the foundation, and that works, and that's awesome. And I'm going off topic now, but you know what is also great? The fact that you can watch TV in bed now, because I also put a TV opposite this bunk bed, and it's perfect. I loved watching her do that. Anyway, sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong. I just feel like I was a little bit disappointed with the interior design pack, only because I feel like there's not too much gameplay added. I don't know. I mean, it's cool, obviously, and it's also quite cool for people who like the gameplay but aren't that into build. Like, I think it would get a lot of people into like building, like this whole interior design career. Like, I'm certainly going to play it more as well, like as someone who likes building. But also, I was hoping for like, I don't know, generations, or I don't know. Well, not generations. It's a game pack, but yeah, I don't know. But I like Strangerville though. I'm strange. It's so weird how like The Sims just divides everyone. Like, it's like it's just one of those things where everyone has a different opinion on it. Like, cause I've said this before on the channel, but because like it's so broad, simulation and like what you can do with life, I just think it like everyone's got a different opinion on it, which, as I said, is like totally fine. It's cool. And I am excited about it. I just and certainly the sectional sofas. I was just hoping for, I don't know, just a little bit. I don't know, just a little bit of gameplay, like maybe something like vampires. My God, I loved it when vampires came out. That was so fun. But that's just me. Anyway, I've I've spoke through the whole thing, and we're now putting like some cabinets above the sofa, because this is something that a lot of tiny homes have. Yeah, they just have storage everywhere. And then also, you would have seen earlier that I put like a dresser into the foundation. That took loads of faffing. And actually, I think when I upload this to the gallery, I actually had to remove it because my sim wasn't able to get up into the bunk bed. They are changing that soon though, in like a patch update. I don't know when that's coming. If you haven't heard about it, they're gonna make it so you can put things under the bed. So instead of using one square underneath the bed, you can use two squares. So you can put a sofa under your bunk bed, which is fantastic. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I can't remember what I was saying before that. Yes. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to make the illusion of some pull-out drawers. So, because in a lot of tiny homes, your steps are like the drawers. It's honestly so much innovation in storage, and I wanted to create something like that. But as I said, I did end up deleting it when I for the final upload to the gallery, because yeah, I play tested this loads. And yeah, so if it doesn't work, sorry, because I got it working, right? And then the next thing I know, I tried to get my sim to go to sleep, and she couldn't. But hopefully, when you download this, it's all fine, because it was at the time of upload. But apologies if it's not. Let me know. But as I said, I play tested it thoroughly, and then I uploaded it. When you do, if you would like to download this, you will have to do bb.moveobjects. Yeah, because I use moved objects and things might end up being deleted if you don't. We also later moved this to Windenburg on the island because I just feel like it fits a bit better. Have I already moved it to Windenburg? I don't know. I can't see. But we started in Newcrest and I move it to Windenburg. Oh, and here I just add like a little laptop, which is of course completely not functional. Because it's just on the end table and there's no chair. It's just, this looks realistic to me in a tiny home, like you would just have, your technology, just put it on your lap while you're sitting on the sofa. Non-functional, but I liked it for the realism. Everything else is, though, the oven, the bathroom. And yeah, also in this tiny home tour, because you'll notice I've put a toilet in, but I haven't put the shower in. And they actually had like a separate bit at the front. You'll see like I had another building at the front and there's like 2 doors. And that's where they had their shower. So they had like a whole room for their shower, which is like different. And oh, I also remember that I forgot a sink. So we put a sink in there. Yeah, and I just love how cluttered this is. Oh, and here, I really like what I do here. I put because it's all on a diagonal. So I put the vampire flooring that's normally diagonal on, and it looks horizontal. Just something I liked. Yeah, but now we are into the shower room. So yeah, they've got a shower room and there's windows in, but when I was watching this, they are in the middle of nowhere, like a lot of these tiny homes, because normally they're portable and they can just move them to like these amazing locations, like yeah, in the middle of nowhere, which yeah, I guess makes sense, because otherwise I guess, I don't know, you're like paying for land. I don't know about paying for land in the middle of nowhere, whether you have to. I don't know. I'd love to do it though. But yeah, anyway. We are now making a little shower section. And yeah, instead of using a sink, I used the shelf from Paranormal Stuff. Paranormal Paranormal Stuff. Paranormal. No, it is Paranormal Stuff pack, isn't it? Oh my god, I need to go back to sleep. But yeah, I used that shelf instead of a sink. Just because I was basically copying the bathroom that this guy had, and it looked like he had a shelf like that, and I thought that was quite nice under a mirror. And I also, in the kitchen, I don't know whether you noticed, but I used the country kitchen kit as like a little end table as well, which I thought was different. Again, lots of faff, but I did like the end result. And yeah, right now we're just making a little shed. This is like a little music shed. So I thought I would give the Sin that lived here like a few hobbies. So I think you would have seen me put a camera in there, and then this piano, and is that it? Yeah, I think that might be it. But now we're onto the landscaping, and I really like the landscaping in this actually. It's very, very rural. Not too perfect. I think it's quite unkept because, on the island, I feel like you can do landscaping like that, and it works pretty well. So this is quite unkept, but I quite like it. I think it blends quite well with the rest of the landscape on the island. And yeah, we're just using these plants from Snow Escape that I don't think I will stop using because they are beautiful. And yeah, just use like a healthy mix of plants. Decide to have like a pathway going just all the way around here, just as like a little well-trodden path. And then I move those, what are they called, solar panels, just off to the side so that they're not in the way of the path. I do move the mailbox later, and I do remember a bin, but I don't know whether like on camera I move the bin. There was a lot of faffing with this, so there's like a lot of cutting. There was a lot of times where I was just faffing about with it off camera. But yeah, like what you see is basically what you get, I think. Yeah, I swear there's something on the screenshots that I didn't add. You could do spot the difference and work that out if you wanted to. I'm just trying to think. Anyway, I don't know. There's like, let me get the screenshots up right now. Okay, yeah. I added like some shelves in the room with the toilet, basically. That's it, because in this tiny home he had like his toilet, and then adjacent to his toilet was like a shelving unit of all his tools. I don't know whether I would like that, but that's what he had. So I thought, okay, we'll put some. We haven't really got like a complete shelving unit of tools. I know we've got like a shelving unit with tools, but that is massive. And this one was just like kind of on the wall. So yeah, I just added some shelves and just some clutter in the bathroom. So if you download this, you will get that as well, and your sim can still use the toilet, as I said, fully play tested. And yeah, now I'm just adding some more flowers, dotting them about, and then we are done. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more content from me, please hit subscribe. Catch you later.